What's up, everyone? It is the Best Bot Kids Move, and I am back with a video. And it looks like Xbox and Microsoft is raising the price of the Xbox Series X and S and some of the controllers and even their first-party games. This comes as a surprise because, I mean, console prices have been increasing weirdly enough. But this is the first time the actual prices like raised in like North America, and ironically, the Series X is going up from $499 to $599. Yes, $600 for the Xbox Series X, and the Series S, the cheapest console, is going up from $299 to $379, $80 price hike. And then the freaking 1 TB Series S model is going up to $430, which was previously $379. And then as far as the 2 TB Galaxy digital edition, that is going up to $730, which is kind of insane. Now, honestly, dude, I'm not going to pretend like I'm like upset. I would only be upset if I was an Xbox fan who wanted an Xbox console and have not yet purchased an Xbox. But I bought my Xbox in 2020, the Series X and S at their prices. So them raising the price, I'm not saying that is right or anything like that. You know, people are, I don't know if there's anything to do with the tariffs. We know the Nintendo Switch 2 prices, I think, is higher than what they need to be. I always thought the PS5 Pro was overly expensive. Who knows what's going to happen with that? But the Series X being what it is, when you compare it to the PS5 and PS5 Pro, let's say if PlayStation stands pat and you wanted a PS5 or a Series X, and yeah, you're better off getting a PS5 Pro if we're just looking at it for like. We're not going to talk about like games and, you know, and services and stuff like that and value and all that stuff. I mean, because then that, you know, changes the conversation. Just in terms of hardware, you know, and you plan to buy your games a la carte, all that stuff, then, and you look at, I want the most powerful console at the best price, then yeah, the PS5 Pro is actually a lot more attractive right now. But the crazy thing is that I honestly think it's funny, you know what I mean? Because the people may talk about it, and that is the sound of a pencil sharpener. But people may talk or may be going nuts online about it, and it's funny because all you hear in the Twitter space or on YouTube or commenters is that, you know, the Xbox isn't selling. They're not selling anything. They're failing and all this stuff, but they're comfortably raising the price. So the thing is, why should anybody care if nobody's actually going to buy it? There should be absolutely no reaction. It's not like we're forced to pay for the Xbox on an annual basis, right? It'd be different, right? If we were paying Microsoft, like, you know, $499 a year, and then the price went up, then we would have a reason. But we already purchased. We made the purchase one time. It is what it is. If you didn't buy an Xbox already, doom on you. You better buy it before it really. I think this stuff takes place this holiday. So right now, currently, best time to buy an Xbox is right now, because at the end of the day, you buy in, and their games are going up to $80, which is insane. But me personally, I haven't bought an individual game in a long time. So thanks to Game Pass, all their games go into Game Pass. So their games can literally be $80, $90, $100. As long as it goes into Game Pass, it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And so I just want to, I like to think about this to all those super rich gamers, to all those rich, I support my devs, or I buy games, or the D-batches, the people who buy games are gamers. I expect Game Pass and not like those. And when they keep, you know, taking advantage of your dumbasses and your unwillingness to prove that you're such a gamer, you're such a buyer or game player by spending the full price that they're charging you for these games, and you're going to make fun of someone like me who would consume the same exact games that you consume in a cheaper subscription and have the same exact experience, but still have about $60 more in my pocket while doing it. I'm sorry, but I feel like I'm on a better end. And if anything I've ever done on YouTube, anything I've ever done right or that was evergreen or that will stand the test of time, it would be the song Game Pass, because I was on something. So I would love every time something like this happened, that song should go viral. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm not applauding Xbox. I'm not like, shaming them. I don't really care. I thought Xbox was a, dead console and nobody were buying them anymore and stuff like that. So for there even to be a reaction that they're raising the price is crazy. Now, I just want to see what happens when they raise the price. Like, if people are actually going to buy it. Is it going to increase the sales of the games between now and freaking October when this stuff takes place? And what's coming out this holiday just in time for the games to be $80? Grand Theft Auto, which might actually launch at $100. Might actually launch at $100. What else is Microsoft launching? Anything major? What was Xbox? Xbox didn't raise their games to $70 until Starfield came out. So what does Xbox got in the tuck that's coming out later this year that they feel is worth 80 freaking bucks? What do they have coming out that they come on? My dog, she's barking. What do they have that they feel is worth $80? So, I mean, is there are they dropping the Halo? Are they dropping the Gears? We know Fable is delayed. So like when they finally caved to the $70 price, they waited until their games launched in 2023. So I think Redfall, Starfield, and Forza Motorsport was the games that kind of ushered in their $70 price. It took like 2-3 years before they took that price tag. But it is crazy that we're on the receiving end of another price increase. But as a Game Pass subscriber, I can't complain because I consume games out of Game Pass. I pay a monthly subscription of like $20 for Game Pass, and I'm playing the same exact games, and I'm playing more games. I just have to ask you guys. You guys know, if you guys think Xbox are the only ones going to be releasing games at $80, one, Nintendo's already ahead of us, so they're going to be doing it this summer. PlayStation doesn't have any games to release, period. So we'll see what happens when it's time to release Ghosts of Yotei and they're I don't know what else they got coming out. When it's time to release their big games, they'll see how they'll figure out. They're going to be the primary platform to sell games. So 2K and everyone else will be able to take advantage of their games. Microsoft is the biggest publisher, so all the mega hits, Call of Duty, all that other stuff will be $80. So it'll be all in line. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I mean, it sucks, but you have options. I have options, so I guess I don't feel as bad if people who use this not to exercise their options. Me, I've exercised my options. I'm exercising the option not to buy games. I'm exercising the option to use Game Pass to consume my games. And you're not going to hear me complain about a $700 Xbox Series X I forgot how much this shit costs now, $600 Xbox Series X, because I bought my Series X in 2020 at $499. And that's it. That's it. That's the video, guys, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you guys on the next video. As always, Xbox is the best box. I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. I'm out of here. Peace.